Previously on the Going Concern Vlogmas 2021.
Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am so excited to have you here with me today. If you've loved this video and you want to check out more of Vlogmas, you can head over to Aaron's channel for tomorrow's video. So the video that's going up on the 3rd of December is going to be over on the QuickBooks Chat YouTube channel, so I will pop up.
Well, hello there and welcome to Vlogmas 2021. And how crazy is that? How crazy is that we're doing a Vlogmas this year? Now, as Rachel brilliantly explained about what our concept of Vlogmas is going to be, we're going to be splitting the actual Vlogmas itself into our community. So you should find that there'll be myself doing a Vlogmas one day, there'll be Rachel, there'll be some of Rachel's, and we're taking Vlogmas a little bit differently. You see, don't know if you realise it, but as accountants, January and December are pretty much the worst possible time that we could be doing for thinking of doing something like Vlogmas. Typically as an accountant, January is absolutely write-off. December is where it starts to really ramp up. So what me and Rachel decided to do was split up that whole Vlogmas idea and dish it out, and not just between me and her, but also between the community as a whole. So we got some really good and exciting, I'm really looking forward to these exciting extra little Vlogmases and aspects you're going to see. And the idea is that we're going to be jumping from channel to channel to channel each and every day from the 2nd of December all the way to the 24th of December between channel, doing a bit of a channel hop. The things that you guys should remember is that at 4 PM each and every day, and one of the channels that we're talking about, we're going to be giving you there. Now keep an eye on our socials, especially the Boffix social and Rachel's social herself on their Instagram, because that's probably going to be the best place to be able to keep on top and where everyone's going to be posting their content. But overall, it should be a really exciting time and gives you guys the opportunity to have that little bit more behind the scenes of exactly what's going on. And we definitely can't wait to start that ball rolling. Now, I've been tasked with day number 2 of Vlogmas. And what I was trying to do with this first day is just to give you a behind the scenes of what goes on, how do we make these videos work in the first place, and go from there. Further down the line, I've got some really exciting opportunities to show you some behind the scenes aspects and a few surprises along the way as well. So do make sure that you subscribe, get yourself involved, and each of the people that we do bring involved and get involved in this Vlogmas, I really would appreciate if you give them a subscribe as well. So without further ado, Rachel's already kicked off Vlogmas 2021 for us. So let's go for day 2 and see what we've got in store for you.
Oh, it's time for Christmas. Oh, it's time for us. Oh, it's time for Christmas. Don't you know?
Don't mind me, I'm just drinking out my limited edition Camelback QuickBooks drinking bottle. Okay, so Vlogmas number 2. Now, first things first, one thing you need to know about me is that this household is very, very particular when it comes to advent calendars. And throughout the years, we've had some quality advent calendars. I've had a Lego advent calendar, for example. We've had Joe Malone, we've had Yankee Candle, we've had Lush, we've had all sorts of different ones. And we really do see the advent calendar as part and parcel of the whole Christmas experience. But this year, I think we've gone one step further. You see, a running joke of ours is I actually really enjoy getting socks as part of my Christmas present. So, if I enjoy getting socks, and I really like advent calendar, and I like Star Wars, then take a look at this bad boy. We have an advent calendar, 12 days of Christmas, and on those 12 days of Christmas, behind each and every one of them is a new pair of socks. So I thought, why not start this one off with trying to figure out what's behind door number 1. Oh, and we're off to a banger. So door number 1, take this out of here. We have some lovely R2-D2 socks. Nice little reindeer options on there. So that is an absolute crack. And I think what I'll do is I'll do every 2 days. Okay, the only problem I've got now is how do I top the rest of Vlogmas? Because I think actually get myself a pair of R2-D2 socks, my advent calendar is probably going to be tough to beat. All right, so what I wanted to do next was talk to you all about actually how we go about filming the videos on this channel. You see, the point of this channel is to try and teach people how to use QuickBooks Online, hence the name. And being an accountant myself, I know how important it is to get the right training, the right elements into it. And also being a actual Intuit UK trainer, I thought it was the best platform to get this training on. But prior to just over 2 years ago, I had no idea how to film a video, get a video up and running, all of the issues and everything else that came with it. And I've been slowly but surely learning as I go. So I thought today would be a good day to kind of go through that process of how I get from concept to getting that one out there. And I actually have a video that, as of recording, is due in just over 5 days time. Now that may seem like a long time, but I've also got these Vlogmases to get up and running to you guys. I've got some other videos I need to get done as well, and I have a day job as well as some other commitments I've got in place, so I don't have much time. And in fact, I really need by the end of today to have completed that video from concept all the way to a finished article that is actually starting to upload to YouTube itself. Now, the process itself for me is quite straightforward. In these videos, there's just me that is involved, and I get the concept, I film it, I edit it, and I upload it. So it's really straightforward for me to keep on top of. When for the Boffix channel though, there's a team involved in that one. I know you've heard me mention it before, but Lizzie over at Boffix is the one that has the full control over making sure that those videos get up on time and everything else. And even if it's me being actually filmed or any of the other team members being filmed as well, we always need to make sure that we're working with one another to get it done. So there's a whole more of a moving platform over there. Now I am pretty lucky because I am able to get a video out in around about 2 to 3 hours time, from conception, video, actual recording it, all the way to actually editing it. Normally takes me around about 2 to 3 hours. So having that opportunity to just have an afternoon or an evening really does help. And the way I figure it out in my own head is these are what I call my main channel, main upload videos. So the videos where I'm normally pointing towards the camera like I am now and going towards software, back again, software, back again, they're my normal bread and butter videos. And they're the ones I'm, from an algorithm point of view, from a YouTube keeping them happy point of view, I need to be posting one a week, and I always try and aim it to be released at the same time on a Tuesday, so make sure that YouTube is happy with the way that I'm producing content, and hopefully then we'll start pushing that content out to more and more eyeballs. Now those, my main channel videos on a Tuesday, are the ones where I've got kind of all set up nicely, and that's why I'm able to have relatively such a quick turnaround based on what the content needs to be. Now, it's not always like that. There's some videos that take a much longer to be able to do, and from concept all the way to editing and finishing. But for a typical video, that's how I've been able to condense it. Now, it never used to take, it never used to be so quick. It used to take me almost a whole day to get a video out, but I have been able to be lucky enough to be able to get the right equipment, get the right software, get everything all in line so that I can continue to get that cadence of one video on a Tuesday and go from there. And that's also been able to condense it down to that quickly is also how I've been able to get things like these vlogs out and be able to concentrate on doing other content as well. And we're also trying to get that the Boffix channel as well. So let's look at how I would get a video together. Now, the first thing I need to consider is how I'm going to record the video in the first place. Now, I've chosen to use Sony as my actual main shooter, and this is what I would call my camera A. This is my main shooter. This is what I'll be looking into. And from a sound point of view, I'll be using this Rode wireless to be able to actually get that sound into the camera nicely. And the idea of this camera is my main camera. I record straight to an SD card, and the idea is, oh, get myself in focus. This is my main camera, and most of the videos you've ever seen has been shot in this particular format. Now, just need to get that in nice and steady. Right, I need to move you guys now so I can get on with the next bit. Okay, so now I've got my main camera all set up. I've got my light set up as well, so I've got quite a sophisticated light solution that I'm using to be able to get most of those lights in place. There's actually a lot more that I do before the video does get shot, involved in getting the actual video concept together. In this one, I'd already kind of got my concept ready. I was all ready to go and roll on this one. So it is a case for me of just making sure that all the systems are all in place, software's working correctly, and items like that, so that I can go and record this in an efficient manner. Worst thing you can do is you start pressing the record button and then realise that everything isn't working as it should do. Now, I mentioned about having my A cam, which is just here, just off shot. Hello! And you can tell normally with my A cam that it is the one that I do most of my talking to. But I do need and do require a C cam to make it a little bit more dynamic. There's nothing worse than if I just talked at this camera all the time and just nothing else happened. We're not going to keep engagement, and we're not going to be able to keep the actual people wanting to understand and learn more. Whereas if I can keep jumping from camera to camera to camera to camera, it does help with engagement. So I have this camera normally, that one, and then I also have this one as well. Again, I could have a more sophisticated camera, but this is doing nicely for me because mostly all you're seeing is that screen over there. So perfect for what I need it for. Okay, so let's get on with actually filming the video now. So I've got, as I said, this camera ready and waiting, that camera ready and waiting. I've got my sound coming through from this thing here. Everything should be up and ready. I've gone through my concept. I know exactly what I want to do and what I want to talk about on this video. So all I need to do now is make sure that everything's set up correctly, and then I can get myself off to the races with this video. So as soon as I've filmed it, I'll be right back with you. So at the moment, I'm pretty much halfway through filming the video at this point in time. Again, we've got this camera all set up on me, this camera set up there, and I'm jumping between the two. Because the idea is that while I'm talking to this camera, I've just noticed may have been a little bit out of focus during that video, so oops. While I'm talking to this camera and then talking to this camera, then hopefully, fingers crossed, it's keeping people more engaged. See how it goes. And if like that, the videos have been recorded. Now, thankfully, that was quite a short topic, a short video to be done. And again, that's taken 30 minutes to record from start to finish, so that's not too bad. So now it's finished and been recorded, it's all about ingestion now. We need to get that data from this camera over here. So first things first, I need to create my file that I want everything to be kept into. So in this case, I am going to be calling this today's date, the first day of Vlogmas. Now that I've finished, I can demic myself. And from my camera, I need my SD card. And in my Sony A folder, my normal A camera, I can drag and drop the file. So 15 gigs, 3 minutes to go. And while I'm doing that, I can get the information directly from the computer. And I can go into my eCam, which is the software I use to get this done. And I can drag and drop that software into there. And with this shoot, it's really straightforward. I have my Sony A cam footage, my eCam footage, and then within the software, within the actual editing of the software, I'm able to merge those two together so that I can then literally flick between the two. And it's called Multicam in Final Cut Pro, which is one of the reasons I really like Final Cut Pro, because I get that opportunity to do that and it saves me a lot of time. Okay, now we've got all our information ingested in. I can click on this little button here, open up a copy of Final Cut Pro, and then basically I want to ingest all the data that I've got so far. So import this one. And the reason that I set it up in this way, that these folders correlate with the information here. So I know that my Sony A is going to be full of all my Sony A stuff. My eCam is where my information that's on my computer and the recordings from there. Intro and outros in intro. Music, logos, songs, all them sort of things are all set up for me. So basically it knows that if I just want my intro, I can grab my intro and put it from there. Now, as I said, the import or the cool thing is this feature here, where I get to take two different files. I get to use the new Multicam clip option. I like to name it Multicam Japanese House. Creating that Multicam clip, it synchronizes all of the files for me it makes me want nice big files. So let's create a brand new project, 4K, company's house filing. And basically that means I can use this multicam feature here. And as I'm scrolling through, notice there's 2 elements there. When I go further into the video, up pops automatically where I'm on the next camera. So this was me talking to the other camera beautifully. And then all I need to use is my number pad and I can switch between the 2. So as I'm going through talking, and I move over to the computer screen, I can say that, so here I'm saying that I want to move over to things. So I'm going to say, let's take a look. And when I say quickly have a look, I might as well switch over to that other camera and it's then going through the other camera for me. And if I need to switch back, say over here where I start talking back to the camera, look, noticing that top left hand corner, I'm talking back to the camera over here, look. So I'm saying I might as well, when I go back to that camera, press the 1, go back to it, so I'm in there, and then probably want to move back to around about then. It's almost like I'm editing or directing the actual scene now, and I'm going through as I go through. It's a really handy feature, that. And the fact they connect it for me automatically without me having to do anything is one of the reasons I really like using Final Cut Pro. It's just one of those little elements that means I can have those multicam videos and I can set them up really, really well. All right, I need to get on with editing this video because, as I said, I've only got a short time window to done. Once I've got this video, once I've got this edited, I'll come back straight back to you. Let's have a look.
Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hanging by the fire chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, yeah. I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories.
And there we have it. I've now successfully done my video. Just over 2 hours from start to finish, so not too bad at all. It's not a bad little video. Yeah, it's a quite vanilla video for me, straightforward enough. And get it up there, get it down. It's a video that's been requested from one of you guys in the community, so hopefully it answers the question you want. There's a bit of a 2, maybe 3-parter as well, so there may be some other bits that I'll tag on to in a future video, just so we've covered all bases. And that's pretty much it. You'll see that really, because I've been able to build this setup over time and I've kind of got to find what I like and what I got set up and everything else, I've been able to make it so that creating these videos are not as long as intensive as they can be. And now I've got the hardware with regards to my new laptop and things like that, then it is a lot easier nowadays to get that data into play. But that's pretty much it. Now, the only other thing I'm going to do is once it's exported, so I'm now waiting for this to export now, but this will absolutely fly through. Literally, it'll take no time at all to get done. But once it has been exported, I just need to upload it to YouTube, get set on, and then I've got to do a thumbnail after that as well. So there we are. And that's it for day 1 of my Vlogmas, but obviously day 2 of Vlogmas overall, which, yeah, already is getting a little bit confusing, but hopefully you can see from that. Let me have a look at what's on the schedule for tomorrow. So tomorrow we are back over at Rachel's channel, Accountancy. So do get yourself headed over there. Remember, it's 4 PM. We're going to be releasing our Vlogmas each and every time. And she's put in the chat here that she's going to be doing a Christmas gift guide. So something very, very different compared to your typical accountant speak. And that's what it's all about. And that's what we want this to be. We're not just going to be going through accounting content, YouTube content, video content, behind the scenes content, all that sort of stuff. Especially with Rachel, there will be some really festive elements to it as well. I'll try and be as festive as I can, but generally at the moment, these bad boys are about as festive as I've been able to get at this point in time. My next video for you guys is the day after, I believe it is. Yeah, my video for you guys is the day after. With it being a weekend, I thought I'd do something completely different. So I've been set a task by the TWN team, so the people who, the Trainer Writing Network, who we involved with the with the QuickBooks element side of things, and what we have been asked to do is create a craft element. So yeah, the big reveal for that will be on Sunday's vlog. The eagle-eyed of you may have already spotted it. I can see it here. Yeah, I like it anyway. All right, I'm rambling on now. So I'm going to leave your vlog here. I'm going to leave you and pass you over to the capable hands, obviously, of Rachel, and I'll see you in a couple of days' time. In the meantime, enjoy the Vlogmas, enjoy the time, and I will speak to you soon. Bye for now.
I say yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it starts. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter. That it's real, cause I can get him out of my head. I don't care what we do, everything's feeling new. Even if we stay in bed, my heart is saying yeah. You know I want him nah. My heart is saying yeah.
Hello and thank you for watching that video. What you may not know is this channel that you've watched this video from is part of a wider group. That wider group is called Apple Core Production, and the 3 channels that we have involved are as follows: Aaron Patrick the QuickBooks Chat, Boffix Tax Tip. Finally, we have Apple Core Live and Geeky. All the links and everything are down below in the description, but it really means a lot to us if you can go and give a like to the other channels as well.